much for taking the time to register for our free sleep seminar. Just a quick intro. This seminar is not like any other seminar that you've been in the past. It's a full 9 days, every day at noon Eastern time, and it is jam-packed with information. Now, over the next few days, you will be getting a lot of emails. You need to open those emails because they have a lot of really important instructions so that you can make sure to get the most out of it, including a calendar link so that you don't miss any sessions, a 45-page workbook so that you can take notes during the event, access to a resource person, and also below, you're going to be invited to join our Facebook group because that's where the party is at. But until the day of the seminar, we want to prep you a little bit and start feeding you some information. So this is the first video of an 8-day series of mini videos. They're all under 5 minutes, so don't worry, it's not going to take a lot of your time, but it's going to serve you in preparing you to make the most out of this event so that you come prepared with a good evaluation of where you and your child stand in terms of sleep. After this video, you're going to be invited to fill out an assessment. That assessment is going to let you know whether, in this case, your child is what we consider severely sleep deprived or not. Now, even if your child is not severely sleep deprived, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't attend the seminar. It simply means that you can take a deep breath. The situation is not urgent. However, if your child is severely sleep deprived, I do invite you to book a call with us because it becomes a little bit more serious of a situation. So the first thing I want to address with you guys is how important is sleep? Like, is it a big deal or not when a child is not getting sufficient amount of sleep, and for yourself as well? Now, one of the main, criteria that I use to show people how important sleep is that it occupies 1/3 of your day, right? It's 8 hours, or it's supposed to be, out of a 24-hour span. And that's for an adult, right? A pregnant woman or a child will require a lot more sleep than that. Biology is not ill-made. And so if sleep wasn't important, we wouldn't require 1/3 of our life to be spent sleeping, logically, right? But beyond that, a lot of the times, because of the society that we live in, where we promote, exhaustion and overwhelm almost as though it's an accomplishment, we forget the impacts, the physiological impacts that sleep deprivation has. So give me a minute and I will walk you through that. Let me just share my screen with you. Okay, so the first thing I want you to sort of think about here is, when you are completely sleep deprived, how do you feel? You generally have a headache, maybe you're feeling nauseous, maybe you're irritable, maybe you're hungry, but also you don't want to eat. Your skin might actually hurt, almost like you're fighting a virus. The same thing applies to your baby, and that is your body warning you that you are in sleep deprivation. So sleep is actually what we say the walls of your home, right? It's what keeps it together. And the reason for that is your mental and emotional health is highly reliant on you getting enough sleep, right? You know as much as I know that our patience runs thin and we get irritable when we're sleep deprived. But also, did you know that your immune system is extremely reliant on you getting enough sleep? So your immune system is what keeps you safe from viral infections and sickness, but also helps you fight infection faster. And when you are sleep deprived, unfortunately, your immune system starts to malfunction. Now, your gastrointestinal health, most people have an inkling that this is important because when a child is sleep deprived, or you are, we see a lot of colics, we see reflux, we see indigestion, we see even food intolerances, right? And so they are often very intercorrelated. But one thing most people don't know is that your cardiovascular health, so your heart health, is actually highly dependent on sleep, because your heart is actually based on an electrical system, right? That sends impulses causing contractions of the heart, right? And so Any and all electrical system does not work well when your brain is not functioning well, because it is the mastermind behind everything. Now, your brain development and learning is based on sleep. Especially for a child, every time that they learn something new, they have to build a new neural network to access that information with a little bit more ease. Unfortunately, that happens in deep sleep. And so, if your child is not having enough or adequate deep sleep, that can actually impair learning and cause a lot of frustration. And then finally, the endocrine system. Your endocrine system is what, controls your hormones. And your child's growth is entirely dependent on that system, but also how you digest food, how you lose or gain weight, how you feel on a daily basis. Like, most of your body systems are also reliant on your endocrine health. So when that is not working well, nothing really works well. So one of the things that is important to realize is sleep is not a nice to have. It's a basic human need that everybody has. And so if you or your child are suffering from sleep deprivation, it is important to ask for help, right? You're in the sleep seminar, which is fantastic, but I invite you to complete the little assessment that we have at the bottom here, because it's going to tell you just where you stand. Now, over the next few days, I'm going to be sending you further videos that are going to help you properly assess the rest of your situation.